What's going on, 2A gang? It's Rizzo. Today we're going to talk about how you carry concealed. As an instructor, this is a question I get a lot: is should I carry with one in the chamber? And my personal opinion is that you should, but it also kind of depends on if you're new to concealed carry, and you're not comfortable with it, then you shouldn't. But you should train and work on making yourself more comfortable. And don't feel strange. A lot of people, when they first start carrying concealed, they don't want to do one in the chamber. I know people that have carried concealed for years and still don't. To them, it's just too dangerous. Me myself, I don't like to carry appendix all the time because even though I know the gun's not going off, it's pointed at my junk. So yeah, junk, whatever. So yeah, it just kind of all depends. But you should. Carrying in the chamber is, in my opinion, the safest, the best way to carry, but you need to get there. And if you never get comfortable, that's fine. You know, you're gonna got a lot of people telling you should. You do what's comfortable for you. You should carry one in the chamber, but you don't necessarily have to. But you need to know the drawbacks of what happens. Yeah, we'll get there. So. One thing I do want to say is if you're not carrying one in the chamber because you think that the gun is just going to go off, just strike that. Most modern day striker fire handguns are what they call drop safety. They're not going to fire unless you pull the trigger. So unless you're unsafe with the gun, it's not just going to go off. So I know you hear about all these accident, whatever. The gun's not going to shoot, go bang, unless you pull the trigger. So don't let that be the reason why you don't carry concealed. All right, you don't carry one in the chamber concealed. I'm gonna get it straight. So today we're going to talk about the conditions in which you actually carry your firearm. There are 5 different conditions: condition 4, 3, 2, 1, and 0. Now these were devised around a hammer. Firearm. So we're gonna show you hammer fire. I'm gonna show you the striker fire, and I'll also show you one with the safety, so you can just kind of get the modernized version of what they are. Jeff Cooper came up with these, and they were devised around 1911. So they're all old. If you don't know about Jeff Cooper, look him up. So father of modern day firearms. So that's what we're going to go over today. The 5 conditions of concealed carry. Okay, so like I said, these were devised around the striker fire. So, but what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use the Legion as your modern day striker fire. It was devised around the hammer fire. Striker fire firearm. We use the M18 just so you can kind of see with the safety, which doesn't make a lot of difference, but you just kind of see the conditions with the safety. And I don't have a lot of hammer fire, so I'm gonna just use this Firefly, just so you can see, get an idea of what it's like with the hammer, and also a safety on there and everything else, and the decocker, so you'll get the whole experience. All right, so let's start with condition 4. Now, in my opinion, I wouldn't advise condition 4 for anyone. If you're gonna go in condition 4, in my opinion, just leave your gun at home and just take a walkie-talkie with you. All right. So, condition 4 is no magazine in the gun, chamber's empty. All right. Hammer down, safety on. All right, got that? Empty, no magazine in the gun. Magazine is somewhere else. Hammer down, safety on. I don't really know what you're gonna do with that. You want to relay it to let's say with your 320, it was just gonna be empty chamber, no magazine in the gun. So I got my gun on my hip, and if I want to get somebody, I gotta come out of my pocket and in it, and then rack it, and then get in the fight. That's a lot. If you want to do it with the hammer fire with the striker fire with the safety on. So I got my magazine in my pocket. I have a empty chamber. My safety's on. So if I'm coming from concealed in this configuration, I see the threat. So I got to pull my gun. I got to pull my magazine. I got to rack it. I got to hit it up, rack it up. All right. Then I got to let my slide down. Now I'm in the fight. You see now why I say if you're in condition 4, just leave it. Now, if you got a couple of seconds to sit there and wait and see what somebody's going to do, that's fine. But yeah, condition 4 wouldn't advise for anybody. But if you have to, so condition 3 is for you folks that like to carry without one in the chamber. So condition 3 is, of course, chambers empty. I'm not even going to take it out. Chamber's empty. Your magazine is a full magazine in the gun. So that's a safety. Hammer's down, so we'll just decock that down. Safety on. So if you got a safety on. So that's basically what you have to do is when you pull out, you'll have to rack your slide. If you got a safety on, disengage your safety, and then you're ready. Your regular striker fire is just going to be empty chamber. You will have a magazine in your gun, but since there's no safety on this one, you just have to pull, rack, and slide. So you see chamber in, round in, you just got no chamber, and they just got to pull and slide on your with your safety. It's basically the same thing. You're going to have an empty chamber. You're going to have a magazine loaded into the gun, and then safety on. So what you'll have to do is pull out, disengage your safety, rack, and shoot. So that's for you people. Condition 3, you folks that want to carry with no round in the chamber. Basically, if you got a safety on it, you're in condition 3. Some problems people may say with condition 3 is, besides not having a round in the chamber, is if you're trying to be quiet, if somebody's in the house and you got to rack that slide, that's going to make noise. Of course, some people may consider like the shotgun thing and think that's going to make them run. So just giving you. All right, so condition 2, where we start getting where people actually kind of shoot at. So condition 2 is you will have a round chambered. You will have a full magazine, but on the hammer fire, your hammer will still be down and your safety will still be on. So in condition 2, on a hammer fire, you will have to pull. You will have to disengage your safety, and it will be a heavier trigger pull since the hammer is down. So you need to do the heavier trigger pull, or some people may want to, hit that hammer. But that takes practice. So if you hammer fired, and we'll talk about hammer cocked in the next one. But yeah, so hammer is down in condition 2, and down is down. So that's condition 2 for your hammer fire. So with the striker fire, since hammer down, no safety, so it's basically just not really a condition 2, but we'll hit that one in the next one. But if you have a safety on, you can have the magazine loaded, round in the chamber, and your safety on if you got a safety on it. So that'll be condition 2 for your striker fire with a safety. So when you draw from concealed, you would have to draw, you would have to disengage that hammer, but you already have a round in the chamber. Condition 2, you are ready to go. Just all you have to do with is defeat the hammer on a striker fire. Defeat the safety on a striker fire, and on the hammer fire, you will have to defeat the safety, but you will have the longer trigger pull. So condition 2, round in the chamber, magazine fully loaded, safety on, hammer down. Condition 2. All right, so condition 1. Condition 1 is similar to condition 2, except for in this one, round chamber, full magazine, safety on, but in this one, the hammer is cocked. And you may have heard that term before, locked and cocked, cocked and locked. Hammer's cocked, it's locked because the safety's on. So that's condition 1, full chamber, safety's cocked, the hammer's cocked, safety's on, full magazine. So what you would have to do is when you come out with the hammer fire, you would have to bring it out, defeat your safety, and you're in the fight. You're ready to go. So I don't know how much we talk about how they go with the with just the striker fire, because you have no hammer, but no safety on it. So if you do have one with the safety, round chamber, safety on, so you are ready to go. There's no hammer, so you just pull out. This is just condition 2 and 1 will be the same with the striker fire with just a safety. You would just have to defeat that safety, and you are in the fight, ready to go. And so for the one we've all been waiting for is condition 0. Condition 0 is ready to fire position. It's the position that most people believe carry and concealed carry today. That's going to be round chambered, full magazine inserted, hammer's cocked, safety is off. You are ready to fire. This thing is ready to go. Bang. Straight out the holster. Whoop-de-whoop. Ready to go. That is condition 0. On your regular striker fire, it's just going to be a full magazine inserted, round chamber, ready to go. Nothing to cock, no safety, so bam, striker fired, round in the chamber, condition 0, you are ready to fire. For your, if you have a safety on it, it's going to be the same thing. You're going to have a round chamber, a full magazine inserted, safety off. I'm going to, so basically from condition 0, you see the threat. Videos always get jacked up, don't they? You come out, you're ready to go. So yeah, that is condition 0. That is the one that most people kind of recommend you be in, the quote-unquote ready to fire position. I think most people are going to be in either 3 with no round chambered, with a full magazine, or condition 0 with the round in the magazine, ready to ride. All right. We talked about, believing that having a round chambered is best, but what may be some advantages to not having a round chambered? You won't have a negligent discharge. Because if there's nothing in there to go bang, you won't have a negligent discharge. So that may be an advantage. If you're somebody that thinks that concealed carry is not about time and speed, but about just having a gun, and that just makes you feel more comfortable carrying it, that may be beneficial to you also. So I'm trying to find reasons here. So just let me say though, if you're worried about a negligent discharge, remember we said before, the only way that gun's going to go off is if you pull the trigger. So you have to get yourself comfortable with the fact that that gun is not going to go off unless you do something negligent to make it go off. So carrying without one in the chamber is safe. It's safe as far as negligent discharge, but is it safe as far as getting yourself in a situation? Sometimes, if somebody already got a drop on you, it won't matter whether you got a round chamber or not. You're probably not going to be quick enough to get it on them. So my opinion is carry with the round chamber, but it's up to you. If you're early on in your 2A journey and you're uncomfortable, I'm not going to be one of the people that recommend that you carry one in the chamber if you're uncomfortable with it. When I first started, I was uncomfortable with it for a while, just always. And then But I started off by carrying my gun everywhere all the time, and just kind of got comfortable with it there. And the more comfortable you get with it, the better you'll be. So it just takes time, training. Once you get used to your training, because it's a mental thing, you think it's going to go off, you think you may be something unsafe. So train, get training in, so you can carry one in the chamber. So like I said, I recommend one in the chamber, but I'm not going to tell you have to, but it is the best way to carry. All right. Hope you guys like the video. Stay safe, shoot straight. We'll see you next time.